She used to beg me to help her design all kinds of strange things. For example, little crowns for every handle on a ship's helm. I couldn't help but roll my eyes at her request, and tell her that the most I would do is design her hat like a boat. Those who say I'm ahead of my time have clearly never spoken to her.
The Fontaine Beauty Association holds regular meetings, and I really appreciate getting the chance to chat with everyone there. Most people, when I compliment them, just blush, lower their head, and try to brush it off. But Navia's different. She's always very happy to receive praise. And then she comes to shake my hand and take a photo with me as a souvenir. She's like a shining yellow rose who lights up the world around her. And whether it's daytime or nighttime, sunny or gloomy, she always looks dazzling.
She's a very strong person. Strong people will always manage to keep themselves together no matter what happens, acting like everything is fine. Doing so prevents other people around them from needlessly bearing additional pressure. I saw the duel between Callus and Clorinde, and I can say that in this respect, Navia is becoming more and more like her father.
Though she's the new president of Spina di Rosula, her style is more like the nosy big sister next door. If we really had a sister like her in the House of the Hearth, that would be really great. I know I probably shouldn't be wishing for anyone to be an orphan, but...
I didn't think that she'd be willing to help strangers like us. If it hadn't been for all of you, Lynette and I wouldn't have been acquitted. Thank you so much. I'll have to wait for a lovely sunny day to invite everyone to Café Lutece for the most wonderful afternoon tea.
Lyney told me everything. I'm so grateful to you and Navia for your warmth and generosity. Please pass on my thanks when you see her. Huh? Tell her myself? Oh, I've suddenly got stomach cramps. Sorry, gotta dash.
Navia's been in a good mood lately. It seems like every other day she's asking me to join her at Tabletop Troupe for a new script. The story is always so different. Save for the few times when I've taken the role of Game Master, I often play in character and join her on the adventure. But I do try to avoid playing any characters from the court, so as not to make the atmosphere too serious.
The Fortress of Meripede works with Spina di Rosula on some matters regarding supplies and logistics, but we don't have any other dealings. This isn't because I don't trust Navia or her abilities. In fact, I hold her in quite high regard. The only reason we continue to stay out of each other's way is because I want to honor the agreement I made with the late Mr. Callus.
I've heard about the murder case involving Navia's father. It caused quite the stir in the Maison Gardiennage at the time. It was the source of many disagreements, I believe. Fortunately, the truth has come to light, and the true culprit has been held accountable. Justice may not always be swift, but it always prevails in the end.
Now that her father's name's been cleared, and the case of the serial disappearances of young women is resolved, I guess Navia must be able to finally breathe a little easier. I don't know why, but somehow she's found herself at the epicenter of all sorts of bad news lately. Luckily for her, I've been snatching up all the articles that mention her and doing whatever damage control I can before they get published. and, then getting told off constantly by Euphrasie for interfering. But you know, I think Navia deserves a break, so I'm happy to take one for the team. Also, she agreed to do an in-depth exclusive interview, which definitely sweetens the deal.
I regret to say that after my various interactions with her, such as when I inadvertently angered her and when I accepted her apology, and even now, in spite of the guilt I continue to feel over what happened to her father, I feel very distant from her, as if I'm observing the starry sky from the bottom of a deep lake. It is by no means intentional, and I also know it is not something that I can easily make up for. Unlike water, emotion does not settle quickly once agitated, nor is it naturally inclined towards equilibrium.